This music! Hey there my people, welcome to episode 63 of Music and Nothing About. I got loads of requests for this one. It could have been just one person asking multiple times as well. So if that's the case, I'm about to make someone very happy. If this is your first time here, a friend once told me I knew nothing about musicals, and this channel is the grudge I'm holding. So have a look around to catch up on my mission to know every single musical in existence. And if you like what you see, maybe hit that subscribe button. Just a thought. I'm also on Patreon if you want some extra content from time to time, exclusive reactions, early access to videos, and you also support the channel even further, which is really cool of you if you do. Link in the description if you want to check it out. Today, I am reacting to Epic the Musical. Apparently, it's a concept album and it has something to do with Greek mythology. If you've been on this channel for even 2 seconds, you know you don't need to tell me that twice to convince me to react to this, so we're starting out strong here. But besides that, I'm going in completely blind, which is my favorite way to go. What? It looks like it has more than 30 songs though, so I won't be reacting to all of them on this video. But if you enjoyed this reaction and you'd like me to react to the rest of them, leave a comment singing, please, please, please react to the rest. Dun, 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 dun. Now lyrics up and let's do this. Okay, I can see the wooden horse on the artwork, so we are at the Trojan War, right?
Alright, my brothers, listen closely.
Tonight
we make the Trojans pay.
Check!
Years of war they killed us, now we'll be the ones who slay.
What he meant was Slay Kings! Sorry, that felt wrong actually. Your family's wondering where you... So this is mostly likely Odysseus, right? Woo! Okay, so this is an educational book. Ooh. There's a raspy quality to his voice that I quite like. I should put that on a t-shirt at some point, actually. Of course. It could only be Odysseus. I was low-key hoping it would be about some side character, to be honest. But hey-ho, it's all about the classic. I love the heartbeat on the background. Ooh, okay. Battle noises and everything. So this is gonna be full-on audio musical, like a full audio production. I sure hope so, because this is really cool. Oops. A stabbing. And thunder. So enter Zeus. Come. All these sound effects are doing wonders to my imagination. Wait, hold on. So Zeus shows him the future. The stabbing that I just heard was a vision, if that was a stabbing. I don't know how much they're gonna change from the source material, because this is about the Odyssey, right? But I'm invested in finding out now. Let's go! The ensemble in the background. The music here living up to the title of the show, huh? Oh, well, if this is Hector's son, then they use some creative license here.
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector.
Oh, right, yes. Zeus will be Zeus, huh? Always poisoning everyone's minds. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't mind if they went that way, that route. Ooh, mythology is so intense. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry, the blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is whose. Shut up! That is amazing. That is an end of song for you right there. Not gonna lie, I was so invested in the story and the small changes that I paid less attention to the music than I should have. But I'm so glad they decided to populate the experience of all of these sound effects. They not only feed the imagination and provide a level of realism, but I think to have such rich listening experience is also very true to the epic story that is the Odyssey. Again, assuming this will be an adaptation of the Odyssey. I don't know, anything goes in musical theatre. A ballad already. So he hasn't killed him. You want the truth? Now this would be an interesting change. Odysseus not killing the boy. There's a myriad of possibilities in that. Oh, he's gonna do it. Ah, this is Hades down levels of anticipation. He's gonna do it. Ooh. You're only wandering now in the middle of a war? Ooh, I love that! It only takes 1 second to put your reasons for doing something into perspective. And suddenly, your justification is actually your accusation. When does the reason become the blame? That's haunting. The ensemble is incredible. Ooh, he's doing it. He's just a man. That's tough. I think what intrigues me and excites me the most about these mythology adaptations is a new perspective on stories that I've always enjoyed. But mostly the fact that a new perspective, in a new medium in this case, comes with so much room for changes and interpretations that I'm always on the edge of my seat to find out how faithful or unfaithful they will be to the original. So even though I know the stories, the excitement is in discovering a new show, but also very much about discovering what possible new routes could they have taken. So I never really come into these like, I know the story anyway, it's not gonna be fun, because the fun is in the possibilities. I'm sorry, but this sounds exactly like what I would imagine an Odyssey adaptation musical would sound like. Oh man. If they're on a boat, this is not gonna go well. I'm obsessed with the ensemble cutting in. I also really like it that they're literally finishing each other's sentences to demonstrate how in sync Odysseus is with his crew. Must he remind us in every single song that Penelope's waiting? I get it, man. 600 men. The drums in this are super helpful in creating both an epic sound and also reflecting that military context. If you ask me, great choices have been made. Nice! Here we go. What if we don't go check it out for once, huh? Here we freaking go. Good luck. Gee, revengeful much? Full speed ahead. Oh, I love this bit. I thought this was going to be about the storm Zeus sends that ends up killing... Is it Zeus? I don't even know. But the storm that ends up killing his crew. So far so good, I guess. The music sounds so cinematic. I'm having a hard time imagining it on stage. But at the same time, if they manage to pull this off with a sizable budget, it would look absolutely, pardon the pun, epic. Woo! Imagine relaxing in ancient Greece. I could never. What is this beat? It sounds completely different from everything so far. Why does it low-key sound like Ed Sheeran? This is an Ed Sheeran song. Creepy? Yeah, that's probably what you're about to become. The vibe change is insane. So So whatever was making the creepy noises gives them food and they're gonna eat it? Oh, thank God the fruit comes with its own red flag. Oh. Yeah, I agree. Don't trust anything. He's irritating me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Scary game. At least they're funny. I don't trust him, but I love them. If he said, oh my God, this life is amazing, dies. Famous last words, man. Even more famous last words. With no leg to stand on whatsoever besides the title of this next song, I bet we'll meet Athena now. Ha! Get in! Ooh, the piano sounding incredible. Ooh, okay. Oh, the transition to the chorus was a little bit underwhelming, but I'm living for the piano in this. It's also very in character for Athena to go, let me remind you of who you are, and then proceed to talk about herself. Not sure if that was intentional, but it works anyway. Very in character. Nice. I can totally see a big dance number here. Okay. If there's one thing they can do in this cast recording is suspense. Ha! How dare you? Oh, this is a flashback. Ooh. Badass in the arena. What happened to these lyrics? Okay, these lyrics are killing me right now. But I'm wondering if they purposefully wanted him to sound sillier because he's much younger here. That would make a little bit of sense. Badass in the arena? Bestest of friends? I don't know, man. Melody is very catchy though. Warriors of the night. Ugh, chosen one trope. With us since the dawn of times. It's one of my least favorite tropes, not gonna lie. I felt like this song sort of held us back from the progress of the story a little bit. I get that the relationship between Odysseus and Athena is super important in who he becomes, but I'm wondering if this was the right placement in the storyline, especially when there was quite a lot of suspense around them going into what I can only assume is Polyphemus' cave. This song sort of broke that suspense a little bit, but it was still cool to hear from Athena, to be honest. I'm sorry, the fact that I would have known this was Polyphemus' cave just because of the sheep noises. That's a bit concerning, actually. Oh my god, this man is a menace. That's the spirit. Asking the right questions here. Oh ho ho! We come in peace. Stabs him in the eye. Oh my. Good god. He means business. I feel for Polyphemus, to be fair. He was there minding his own business, you know? This is the right tone for the music. This does the title of the musical justice. Oh no. So none of the men are dying? No way. Oh, you big dum-dum. Nobody. Poor thing! I feel for him. eye to eye. I see what you did there. Ooh. Okay, we're back on track then. Got a little bit scared there too. So spooky. I love it. Is it me or some of these melodies sound very similar? Oh no, this is actually a reprise, right? Of the Zoo song, I Don't Think You're Ready. And it would make sense because this is also a moment where he has to make a decision to survive and move forward, like he did in that previous song, choosing to kill the baby. So yeah, that makes sense. This is a choice. Very different from the source material so far. I mean, let's see. Oh well. Ooh! This is quite different. Poor thing was chilling on the skate with his sheep and then... Ooh, nice! The strings mirroring the singing add a layer of tension to their battle cries here. It sort of sounds like a scream in the background as well. I love that. Ooh. Ooh, that must have hurt. Ooh, ouch. Ouch! Okay, we're getting closer to the source material then. Jeez, that's a lot. Calm down. They only took what, 3 sheep? Okay, so that's Polyphemus dead, right? The sound editing is pretty good. The combination of fantasy epic music, dialogues, and sound effects. It really feels like we're also on this long, arduous journey. Except we're having fun. Now, this is a really good example of a good adaptation of a source material. In the Odyssey, the men die very slowly. Every day, Polyphemus kills a couple of the men until there's very few left. It's not a battle, it's not a big act, it's more of a mind war. Oh, I just realized what Warrior of the Mind meant. Anyway, my point is that in the source material, there is a lot of waiting for the right moment, which doesn't really happen here. They go straight into this fight. I was recently talking to a colleague of mine about the Wuthering Heights musical adaptation, and I've never seen it, but he was telling me that they wrote a whole song to explain why this angry, tortured anti-hero of a character was angry and tortured. The problem is that the mystery why he behaves the way he does is an essential part of who he is as a character in the Wuthering Heights book. So making up a backstory completely defeats the purpose of the original character. Now back to this musical, in this song specifically, they blew the encounter between Odysseus and his crew and Polyphemus out of proportion with the purpose of making it more compelling without losing the original purpose of that moment in the story, which is Odysseus tricking Polyphemus and then later on making other characters angry, but we'll get to that. This is how you do it. Keep the essence in. Okay, I'm feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling it.
We must move quickly.
Ooh, this gets progressively more rock and roll and I'm here for it. Ooh, smart. Sorry, but this sounds like the theme song for a video game. Right in the eye. I would totally survive this. No, I wouldn't. The guitar! Stop it! It's so good. The bloody guitar! Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. Pretty cool that they haven't missed any of the main plot points. Oh, there's something darkly comical about how mischievous and strategic Odysseus is from the very start. He had the end of this story all planned out. It's that type of character trait that adds the spice to it, that provides those plot twists and conflict and what makes it so interesting in the first place.
He's still a threat until he's dead.
Merciless.
No. What good would killing do?
Yeah, man. The poor creature is already blind, has no food, and probably just lost the respect of all his friends. He's suffered enough. Ooh, I like that. Your kills leave such a mark on you that the memory will always be fresh. What was it? The blood we spill never dries? But they use the word blood to represent memory and tie into not only what just happened, but also to his life and his doings as a warrior. Excellent.
Hey, Cyclops!
Oh boy. Okay, we're angry. Okay. That was pretty dramatic, wasn't it? Look, I'm not saying Athena spoiled this man, but Athena spoiled this man. He comes into the Cyclops cave, steals his food, tricks him, blinds him, and then has the nerve to finish the song, hyping himself up. Not a great look, Odysseus, let's be real. Hold on. I just realized the songs are grouped by sagas, just like the Odyssey. That's so cool! This was the Cyclops saga, next one is the Ocean saga! Yes! I am already excited. I love everything ocean / Poseidon, so I have a feeling it will be my favorite. But let's move on before I start geeking out too much. Or do you mean Greeking out? I bet someone's about to be scolded for being nice to the Cyclops. It's fun how out of the blue, we get a pop beat in the middle of the fantasy soundtrack. Spoiled much, Athena? You didn't do what I want, bye forever. Oh, I really enjoy how this chorus gives us different facets of Athena and how she currently feels about Odysseus. This way you know what your place is. She wants to reinforce her dominance because her pride is hurt, and maybe she's also a little bit insecure about his defiance. This way you can't cross the line. She's afraid of how this is gonna end if he keeps doing what he wants. This way you won't disappoint me. Maybe she actually cared for him, at least a little bit, and had high hopes for this partnership of theirs. Each line reveals a new layer of her feelings. It's pretty cool. Ouch. Say your piece then. Ooh. Well, that's where you went wrong. The difference between her chorus and he's literally just good riddance. Can't blame him, to be honest. To be fair, she was being an asshole from the start. This is on you, Odysseus. She was clear. Oh, okay. That was harsh. Woo! I may be forgetting something, but I don't remember Athena being mad at him. Is this for dramatic purposes in the context of this musical? It's tricky to do that change when she's literally his patron and is always with him, so I'm curious to know where they're gonna go with this breakup. If this really is the last time we see her. Ooh, nice. The piano in Athena's songs. The epic in epic is back! Oh boy! That was fantastic. Oh, the choir in the background. Ooh! Chills! Ooh, this is the floating island moment, isn't it? Totally forgot about that. Or is this the storm that killed them all? It's like watching Marvel movies. I'm lost in the timeline. Oh, thank you. Come on, it's not even that crazy of an idea. Oh, I am obsessed with the choir in the background. That is so up my alley. Oh my god, that sounded... I really don't want to be that person who keeps making that joke, but it sounds epic.
Please don't tell me you're about to do what I think you'll do. We're in the home of the wind god. We don't know
Ooh. I mean, yeah, exactly.
this is the home of the wind god.
How many floating islands have you seen?
Don't forget how dangerous the gods are. Have faith, friend. We're
If I remember this right, you should be more afraid of yourself, my friend.
much longer till the show goes down.
How? Oh, no.
We could be kind.
Famous last words. How?
Our journey is almost done. I understand.
Do they get to Ithaca after this? No, can't remember.
I took 600 men to war and not one of them died there.
No, they died after.
I need to talk to you in private. I disagree.
This was an interesting transition because it goes from the main song melody into this instrumental break, low pace, piano only, and then it goes back into a richer sound, more similar to what we had before. So it doesn't quite feel like an actual slice of the story because it's supposed to be like, okay, let me take you aside and talk to you. This is a moment that is not truly within the main plot in this song. So I feel like the melody should have reflected that difference, made it clear that this is a moment within the moment. I think sometimes it feels like they're too stuck in the fantasy genre with the music, and that makes some of the moments sound like a very long, continuous song rather than different pieces of one puzzle, if that makes sense. Oh, the man has the right to be hesitant on this, yes. Athena inflated his ego too much, I'm telling you. Is that attitude I detected in that thank you? What the hell? I would have resigned right then and there. This sounds very whimsical, which helps set the scene in the island, and apparently Iola's personality as well. Fun choices for the music. The gods are all children, aren't they? With all of these games all the time. It's giving Hades telling Orpheus, all he's gotta do is not look back. Sometimes killing is a must. Wait, what? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I would understand that, the expression being related to her challenge, if his men ended up opening the bag out of disrespect, but that's not what happens, is it? Aren't they just curious about the content? Does Odysseus tell them what's in... You know what? Let's just... I'm sure I'll find out. Just say what? Bye-bye! They're such assholes, I love them. Oh, okay, he tells them. Keep your enemies closer makes sense now, that's fair. See, now that's a proper transition into his perspective within the storyline of the song. Different beat, different instruments, and we go straight into it. There's no instrumental break in between, which also helps us have that sensation of, oh, okay, this is something completely different. Now I have a sense that this is a separate slice of the story because I was just thrown into it, you know? What? Is this about Penelope and the sun? What do you mean? He keeps trying to embrace them. Oh no, he fell asleep. Oh! Why am I so nervous when I knew they were opening the bag anyway? The power of storytelling. This is too bold for the stage, isn't it? Ooh, nope. I'd be jumping off that boat so fast. Can you? Huh, that's helpful. Poseidon in the house!
Know who I am.
Ooh, we do, sir. That Odysseus of Ithaca was so dramatic. What a diva. Now he's mad because the Cyclops is his son and there's a storm going on and they're in the middle of his realm, the ocean. Gotta love some Greek soap opera. Come on. Whoa! The drama! You don't say. That is simply not true, sir. Ooh, that raspiness! Oh, he's a poet too. That's such an aggressive mindset. What? I mean, he could have avoided some of it, but not you coming for revenge, right? That would have happened anyway. Oh, his voice is making me feel things. Woo! Okay, let's move on, maybe. He's been threatening him for 3 minutes now. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. Oh. This music! Ah! Oh no. This is it. 43 out of 600! Gee! And he was just bragging about not letting anyone die in the war. I don't know which one of these sagas is my favorite. Might be this one? No. I don't know. What? Shook. Ooh, a threat, a warning, a promise, a dramatic exit, all of the above. I am so here for how dramatic they chose to write Poseidon in this. Peak theatre he was. This is it for today, my people, and I'm kind of regretting that choice of not doing the whole thing because I really want to know how this develops. And I was also so into the music that I just want more of it. I don't know how to explain, but there are moments when the music feels like it's actually running through my body. It's so grandiose. It feels like transcendent. It's a feeling. It's hard to explain, but let me know if you feel the same because there were moments when I was listening to these where I was like, ooh, I can feel this in my body, you know? There's a fun mix between fantasy epic music and pop beats in some instances that I was a bit like, oh, that would throw me off a little bit. But I also recognize that they were not used without a purpose. There was a clear reason for that, like when they get to the floating island, so they create this environment in our imagination that is different from all of the other locations that we've been before, or with Athena to give her a sort of musical personality in the sense of, oh, when I hear this specific more pop beat, I know that Athena is around. It's just that everything else sounds so cinematic that having something that sounds a little bit more commercial throws you off a little bit. But overall, I really enjoyed it. This is actually the sort of music that I tend to listen on my day-to-day or when I'm writing or being creative. So this album is gonna go straight into my creative playlist. There's also quite a lot of dialogue, but then they managed to merge into the music and lyrics really well. Even though I feel like the lyrics need a little bit of work, there were times when I was like, oh, that's an interesting choice. Or when they were trying to convey a message but didn't quite made it come across as they were intending, I think. Like Warrior of the Mind, for example, where Athena is telling him, you're Warrior of the Mind, you're Warrior of the Mind, but what does that actually mean? What does that make him? The song is a lot about her telling him how special he is, but we don't have enough of why. Quite hard to choose what was my favorite saga out of these three. Probably the Cyclops because of the music mostly, although I really loved the Ocean Saga music as well. Oh my god, I can't choose it. You know what, I can't choose it until I listen to the whole thing actually. So if you want to see a reaction to the rest of the songs, let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time to conquer the world of musical theatre. Keep singing. Ciao!